Hi, everyone. Welcome to the Spring 2021 semester of Business Law. My name is Hallie Sugarman, and I am your professor for this semester. And I hope you've obviously had an opportunity to find the welcome video. And I just wanted to make this welcome video for you, as I do for all of my online classes, to welcome you to the class, to introduce myself, and to take a few minutes to just show you where everything is in our class, and also go over a few of the most important things. So that way, if you're just, can't figure out where to click, can't figure out where something is, you can always refer back to this video. So as I mentioned, my name is Hallie Sugarman. I'm a professor here at Middlesex Community College. I'm also the chair of the Paralegal Studies Department. I know there's a few of you in this class who are in the Paralegal Studies program, and usually the rest of the students in this class are business majors or other individuals who are just looking for a class in business law. So I just wanted to give everyone a welcome to our class. The law is something that's really important to me. I feel it's just something that I've always been very drawn to and something that I love to talk about. There's never a time in our lives where the law is not something critically important to us in our everyday lives, in our working lives. And what we've been experiencing these last few weeks with the election and the insurrection and the new president and vice president coming in are no different. We're also still in the midst of a pandemic, which is a very stressful situation, but also impacts us in our study of law. There will be topics we cover this semester where we discuss how the pandemic has affected businesses and some of the laws that businesses have had to deal with as well. So there's some stuff we'll do that I do every semester, but there's other interesting pieces of the law that I bring in no matter what is happening. And there will be an opportunity for us to explore these current events throughout this semester, because the law is something that is so important to us. All right, so just a little bit about how this class works. Clearly, this is an online class. As we just mentioned, we're still in the middle of a pandemic. Middlesex is not holding any classes fully on campus. This class is what we call an asynchronous class. That means there isn't a particular time during the week, a particular day during the week, or any time during the semester where we all have to be on the line at the same time. What this type of format of teaching provides, or class provides, is a lot of flexibility for you, the student, to get your work done when it fits into your schedule. But that doesn't mean that you're just completely on your own for the next 15 weeks. In fact, it's still a 15-week that says weekly units. And I'll click on that. My video froze for a second. Let me just make sure we're all good. Okay, so you'll see by the click on the weekly units that even though this class proceeds asynchronously throughout the semester, we still have a unit of study every single week of the semester. We'll pretty much be covering a different topic every week, although some topics are longer. And so like when we get to contracts, we're going to spend more than one a week on the topic of contracts. You can see that breakdown. And so I'm just going to go over a little bit about how the class is organized. But before I do that, I just want to draw you over here to the left-hand column of Blackboard. Everything that you need will be here. If you click on Home and Announcements, actually, as I make this video, there's no announcement here yet. But after I make this video, I will be sending an announcement out to all of you in this class, letting you know that the class is now open for you to join and you can get started. I will generally be sending one announcement per week, usually Sunday night or Monday morning, just to let you know, here's what's coming up for the following week. The only other time you're going to hear from me on announcements is if I have something that I want to let you know that's happening at the college or in Paralegal Studies program. But usually I can fit that into the weekly announcement. And I will also link the weekly announcement to your Middlesex email. So you'll be able to log on to Blackboard and see the announcements right here, but you can also go straight to your email that Sunday night or Monday morning, your Middlesex email, and there'll be an email from me that's an announcement just letting you know what's coming up. So that is my first point to how to be successful in this class, is make sure you check your Middlesex email on a regular basis. I know that's really hard. I have multiple email addresses. I have some social media. I have a cell phone. So there's lots of things to check throughout the week, but you really want to make sure that you stay in touch with what's happening at the college, because I don't have your personal email, your personal cell phone to get in touch with you any other way. So check there for your announcements and whatever else is going on at the college. Okay, home and announcements. If you click here under syllabus and course information, you will find what is called our syllabus. Now, I say that very generically because I know that some of you in this class have taken college courses before, but there's also some of you in this class for whom this is your very first college class. And so to that, I say, welcome, good for you. The syllabus is a document that you should open up. And in it, it has all the outline of everything that we're going to do this semester, week by week. So you can see the organization of this class all the way from week 1, all the way to week 15. The syllabus also lays out all the reading assignments that you'll do this semester, your homework, and your tests. I'll get to more about that later. But if you want to see when during the semester we will cover a certain topic, or when during the semester you have a project or an exam, take a look at the syllabus and it will lay all of that out for you. So part of the syllabus is the organization and schedule for the semester. The other part of the syllabus is really all of our guidelines and rules for running the class. So I'm going to go over some of those as I talk to you here. So it has information like, when assignments are due, how to upload them, what to do if you're late, and how to treat each other respectfully in the class. So please, not just please, but as part of your first homework assignment, you will actually read the syllabus and answer some questions, just so you know what's going on in this class and there's no surprises. All right, so I've already pointed out home and announcements, syllabus and course information. We were on weekly units, but before I do that, let me just show you your textbook is here. So the textbook we use in this class is a fully electronic textbook. For those of you that would rather a paper version, I do believe you can still find them. Just make sure that you are in the most current edition of the book. There are many older versions of this book running around, and they won't have in it the current legal information, and then you will be studying older laws and you will not do well on the exam. Every week of the semester, I will assign you chapters of the book to read. I've looked at other business law textbooks. I don't think this one is that bad, I promise. And as I mentioned, there's so many interesting things to talk about in the law. One of the key aspects of our class is to read court cases that deal with different topics of business law. And we are going to use a discussion board, which is an online way of speaking to each other each week to talk about different legal issues that are happening in current events, but also we will talk about the court cases that are in your textbook. So it is not possible for you to do well in this class without the textbook. That's a fancy way of me telling you that you have to purchase and use the textbook in this class. So you can link to it from here, but you will need to purchase an access code to do that. And that is something you can obtain from the bookstore. If you have any questions about opening your textbook, reading and accessing it, just feel free to email me. Or you can even post it as a question here on one other discussion board, which is purely optional, called I Have a Question. Anytime something comes up during the semester, be it homework, something to do with the class, feel free to post your question here and I will respond accordingly. Or you can always email me. Because we're in a pandemic, I'm not going to be on campus. So you can't come find me at my office in Bedford or Lowell. If you call my phone number, it will go to a voicemail and I can retrieve those voicemail messages, but the phone won't actually ring for me because I don't have it forwarded to my cell phone. I'm not even sure if I'm allowed to do that. Okay, so we got the textbook, we got the syllabus, and we've got announcements. The other thing I should tell you while I'm talking is that these videos that I make for you, I'm going to make them for you all semester. So I don't think it's my job to just have you read a textbook, answer questions, read a textbook, answer questions. That would be really boring for all of us. So each week of the semester, let's use that. Let's go into weekly units. I follow the same format each week. So when you go into your week, the first thing you're going to see is an overview of what you should do that week. This will mirror what is in the syllabus. So you can look in the syllabus or you can look here for what your deadlines are. Each week of the semester, you will have to read a chapter or chapters of your textbook. Some are short, so you might have more than one assigned. You should also listen to and watch a PowerPoint that I do for you. It will be exactly like this, except instead of an overview of the class, I'm going to highlight some different parts of that chapter for you. I will not read the chapter to you. I will not just regurgitate whatever is in the chapter. What I put into the PowerPoint are some points that I think are the most important and what I think is really worth us discussing. It doesn't mean the other parts of the chapter are not important. It just means this is the part that if we were in class, I would spend some time talking to you. So I do the same as a video. Now, the system that I use to make these videos allows me to make the videos for free, which is fantastic, but I can only record up to 15 minutes at a time. So even in making this intro and welcome video, if I get to 15 minutes, I will stop it and then I make video number 2. So what that means is on your week-to-week units, you'll see sometimes it's 1 video, sometimes it's 2, sometimes it's even 3 videos because 15 minutes or even 30 minutes was not quite enough. What I've heard from students is that the videos are helpful because you can always pause them and re-listen to them. They don't go anywhere. They'll be there all semester for you. Okay, so you get the rhythm of each week. Start off by looking at what you need to do, read the chapters that are assigned, and then each week, roughly each week, you will have 2 things to do that you need to give back to me and to our class. One of them is to participate in the weekly discussion board. I've already mentioned a little bit about the discussion board, but let me show it to you here. I will force you to have class discussion with me and with your classmates. It would be a real shame if we went through an entire semester of business law and didn't have a chance to actually talk to each other and to me and for me with you about all of these topics. There are so many interesting topics. So every week of the semester, you have an obligation to post to the discussion board. And I always will give you a prompt about what it is that I want you to write about. And you must post to the discussion board by Thursday night each week. So I should have mentioned this already, but the units are 1 week at a time. They all become available Monday mornings at 8 a.m. And I always give you out 1 week ahead. So if you want to look ahead, you can. But every Monday morning, you log on and you see what you need to do that week. The chapters you need to read, the videos you need to watch. Then this is why the class is called asynchronous. You have all day Monday, all day Tuesday, all day Thursday, all day Wednesday and Thursday to get that work done. When during those days you do that work is up to you. If you have a daytime job and you want to work in the evenings, that is fine, or vice versa. Maybe you're a night owl and you like to get your work done at 1 a.m. That doesn't matter to me. All that matters is that you complete the work and you complete it by the deadline. And each week you'll have 2 deadlines. Deadline number 1 is post to the discussion board by Thursday night of each week. And then once you post, you can start reading your classmates' comments and you must respond to at least 1 classmate by the following Monday morning at 8 a.m. Now, I did put the deadline is Friday this first week, just because the week is a little bit of a shorter week. But every other week of the semester, it's Thursday night, Monday morning. And your comment back to the classmate should be something substantive, not just I agree or I disagree. Let's have a real discussion with each other. You're also welcome to comment on more than 1 classmate's post. You don't just have to do 1, but minimally it's 1. All right, as I mentioned, here I am bumping up against the end of my 15-minute deadline. I'm actually at 14 and a half minutes exactly. So I'm going to end this video, and now then you should watch welcome video number 2, where I go over the assignments and tests and a few other things. All right, see you on video number 2.